Oh, what? Oh, God. That was amazing. Meat. Lots and lots of meat. Folks, welcome back. Hello. Today we are checking out Meat. We are catching up with a analog horror series that a lot of you have told me to check out, and I just haven't had the time, or my computer exploded. Bunch of things happened. Most of you in my community have probably guessed that this was coming, but we are finally checking out, and we're going to start our coverage of VITA CARNIS. VITA CARNIS is a analog horror series developed by Darian Quilloy, and I have been suggested this series so many times. You know, we have covered The Back Rooms by Kane Pixels and also other creators on YouTube. We've checked out the Mandela catalog, the Walton Files. We've been all over the place, but I have not gotten this many suggestions to check out a series like I have for VITA CARNIS. So, and now that my PC debacle is completely solved and I don't have any more issues, we are going to jump face first. Maybe not face first because we need to be careful. I have a feeling we need to watch our extremities with this series for sure. I don't know what to expect. I did see that there's a lot of meat in this series. So I remember when we were checking out Gemini Home Entertainment, how meaty everything looked. And I'm getting the same vibe here, but I've been told that the production value of this series is insane and that I am really going to enjoy it. So this particular one, this episode is called Living Meat Research Documentary Full Footage. And I think this is a collection of videos all put together. So sit back and relax and let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what you got. All right, here we go. Finally. Oh boy. Classified material. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized viewing.
On planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years. Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments. From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself. Only until very recently, things have changed.
What?
New life forms have appeared
Okay, what
all
are
around
those?
the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life.
Okay.
First, what are these new life forms? Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931, there has been much debate on what these newcomers are, and where they came from. Are they extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity? From what our scientists have discovered, no. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home.
Okay.
What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today. But here is what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones. They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat. Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as VITA CARNIS. The carnies species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their carnies relatives. The carnies only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the carnies species, the crawl. The crawl is a growth of meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi.
Yeah.
A primary...
Okay. Oh, that's disgusting. I already hate it.
stem structure is the host to divisions of other, smaller branches. In each tendril contains a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings. The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and organic matter necessary for growth.
So I am a huge fan of whenever they get this granular when it comes to details of the world itself and the creatures that are involved in this. Already I'm enjoying this so much because of that. And I love seeing little notes and everything that people have made within this world. And just to showcase how these creatures thrive and how they continue to live. This is awesome. I love this.
The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces.
Oh
Using
God.
its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means. Using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis,
Oh,
the dark pigmentation of the smaller branches is ideal for
Okay.
absorbing sunlight, and therefore allowing solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth.
interesting.
Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments.
It's
easily
everywhere.
allowing it to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere.
Wait, why did that one spot disappear?
Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has caused many major changes in nature's balance. One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors.
Oh, no.
But due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well.
So already there is a cycle and a symbiotic relationship within this world now with wildlife and plant life benefiting from the crawl. So it's not that bad so far, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna eat those words soon.
The presence of all these animals leave behind waste, which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins again.
Interesting.
This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all
Symbiosis.
populations thrive. Humanity also uses the crawl.
Th- I don't really agree that that is a great representation of a human. That's creepy already.
To our advantage. Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness
Whoa,
in nutrients,
okay,
it has been sustainably
yes.
cultivated into domestic farms.
Sorry, I just whenever I see those interrupts, I'm just like, yes, give me those hidden messages, please.
The crawl is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality. The crawl may also be used as a food source for humans, and reliably so. But due to its unkindly appearance and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards.
I mean,
The crawl also plays a very
disgusting.
important role in the next creatures that we have been studying. Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall
A
off
node?
and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal.
Oh,
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
trimmings.
The trimmings.
Oh,
Trimmings are small animals that resemble
that's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it seems to be suffering, but it's adorable. Really, I mean, look how big those eyes are.
skinned raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round head,
A plump
small eyes,
body.
nose and ear holes, and an agape mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs.
They're
All
just
individual trimmings are
perpetually
unique, each
in
with
pain.
a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics.
Oh, what?
One thing they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue, and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length, no larger than a basketball. Its life starts with its separation from the crawl. It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able to consume. Although it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers.
Hmm.
Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including,
People.
but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals.
And deceased people.
Although its
Oh my
appearance is
God.
unsightly, it is a cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened.
It does look
Because
scared.
of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators. Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case.
What?
The crawl constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes, keeping up their numbers. Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl. Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months,
Hey.
having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years.
Wow. I mean, that's not bad.
Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their
Why-
overabundance has even considered
Oh
them
my
pests.
God.
Due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise.
They're
at
like
night.
raccoons, yes. Look at them. It's just it's so sad looking. It just look at them. That's really sad. But honestly, I feel like there is. I mean, look at them. They're adorable, right? It's really sad.
And
I like
making
these
excessive
things.
noise at night. Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as pets and relatively domesticate them.
I would be one of those
Nuisance or
people.
not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold. The next species on our list is the meat snake.
Oh,
The meat
what?
snake.
Okay. What did that
The meat
say?
snake.
I'm going to go back. That said something. I don't know what that said. Okay, so during the travels on one of their, a great storm struck. I'm sure it was ships. It was so powerful, it swayed the boat. The royal family rode. Interesting. Pushed the prince out and into the sea. Okay. I'm not sure I quite get this, but at least we were able to catch this now. I wonder what this means.
The meat snake. The meat snake is a worm-like creature, made of a variety of types of meat.
Yeah,
coated in a
now
transparent, skin-like membrane.
we're in
Its
trouble.
size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes. When it first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length.
It's disgusting.
Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters. Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length.
Oh, let's take this for a moment here. How does it grow depending on these circumstances? So it grows a whole lot bigger during natural disasters, war, and plagues. All of these have one thing in common, and that's human suffering. So what exactly is causing the growth? Is it that?
War, or plague.
Or maybe just
It
the
can
dead
greatly
bodies. I
surpass
don't know.
this length. The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism. The meat snake allocates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to touch and feel its environment. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby.
That's probably what it is.
This process shares many similarities to regular snakes, hence the meat snake's name. Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole. Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin, and the connection points between muscles. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible. After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the meat snake.
Oh, wow.
Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted.
So now I understand.
Speaking of skulls, The meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own. Each meat snake has its own skull,
That is
each
so
corresponding
cool.
to what that one has consumed. During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if needed.
That was a human
A
skull.
meat snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years.
Oh,
The meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving chemicals. The only significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating.
huh.
Interestingly,
Oh
the
my
meat snake
God.
is the only member of the carnies family that is able to reproduce. When a meat snake reaches an excessive size, and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis,
Woo!
splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms.
Same length?
Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates, not too hot, not too cold. Their population depends
Oh my
entirely
God,
on the
look at
amount
that
of
thing.
corpses available. Where there is death, there are meat snakes.
Okay,
Humanity
there you
will
go.
use them to our advantage. Meat snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products. The preserving fluid within the meat snake's body disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease. Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin, dispose roadkill, within war on the battlefield
Oh,
to dispose
man.
of festering bodies and parts, and within zoos to dispose of deceased animals.
Interesting.
They are extremely tame,
Ooh.
not caring if
Are you
any
sure?
creature is around them.
That doesn't really look that tame. Man, this is so cool. I love these infographics, and I love the illustrations as well. So far, this meat snake and the trimmings and like all of that seems to have a great relationship with us. We're utilizing them in such a way. I wonder when all of this will just crash. You know, there's something that will take advantage of us as we have been taking advantage of them. So I'm just waiting for that. This is so cool. I love, God, this is so awesome. I'm so happy that so many of you suggested that I check this out.
Only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame. Overall, meat snakes are a marvelous creature with a very interesting way of sustaining itself.
I love that.
It is an amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell.
It smells.
Our next creature is
we got another
the
one.
mimic.
Oh, the mimic. Oh,
The mimic.
see?
The mimic is a bipedal
Oh, I don't like
creature
this.
with uncanny
We're done.
similarities to humanoid anatomy. They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it resembles
they're
a
happy.
face, this is due to coincidence, and is only how their facial structure is shaped.
I don't like it.
The maw of the mimic contains much more teeth than humans, and their teeth is comprised almost entirely of incisors, with some canine and premolars in the back.
Oh,
This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and swallowing chunks whole. A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
there it is.
Because of this, they are found solely around
Don't do that.
human-populated areas. The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl. They closely resemble their trimming relatives, but are thin, sleek, and only have 4 appendages. In this stage, the young mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow. Once large enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life. Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning.
Oh,
Its hunting style changes
oh my
and becomes
God.
much.
Mimic locked inside home after owner escaped. Okay. So I'm just wondering how many people have grabbed a mimic thinking that it was a trimming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder how many people brought them into their homes thinking, "Oh, it's just a funky looking trimming, you know. I'm just going to have it as a pet." And then that happens. I wonder if that's occurred in this world. God, I love these illustrations.
More complicated. It now stalks and feeds only on humans. It will locate human-populated area and begin its search for an easy target.
Oh.
To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself. These include clothing,
Yes.
mannequins, and furniture.
Mannequins?
Once a target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable. This is typically when the human is asleep at night.
Oh, God.
Once the prey is within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption.
Ooh, there we go. You're done.
Once the mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene, a fair distance away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal.
Just chilling out there.
Although, in the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into
That's
cornering.
okay. I wonder how many people got tricked by that. I I thought something happened. Like the door is right next to me. I thought, oh my God. Never have I had a series do that to me. Like usually I'm getting freaked out and everything, but never has that ever happened. Wow. Okay. Let's continue.
Themselves. Once a human is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Careful. What is it doing? Oh my God. Oh man. Oh, what? Oh God. That was amazing. Holy hold on. Wow. Like at first I was like, that is really cartoony, but then I realized the whole structure of the face and how it looked like it was smiling. And that's just how it was. That I am loving this. Oh my God. Oh my God.
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has two potential morphs it may develop into. If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features. It will grow skin, hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being.
See, I knew it.
It now can blend entirely into civilization.
I called it. Like right in the beginning, I was like, that doesn't really seem human, but that is the final stage.
And lure other humans more effectively.
Oh my God.
The second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter. Its proportions will increase in length, and its humanoid features will fade away. It grows a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly durable, and increases in strength the more the elder mimic consumes. This excludes the face, which is now coated in a pale pink skin.
Oh, that is creepy.
The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin.
What?
It uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment.
Let's
Its
get some
skills
pictures.
have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet. Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity, nations around the world have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a
Oh
mimic
my gosh.
encounter. Here are the instructions.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings. 2.
Valid.
If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities.
I respect your distance.
3. If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route. 4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. 5. If you have a weapon, do not use it.
What?
A mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time. Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks. 6. In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area, and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture. A mimic will not linger too long to search for prey, and will move on.
Be safe, and avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs. Next up.
Okay.
The Harvester.
The Harvester?
The Harvester.
I gotta stop that. We gotta look. We gotta look. Whatever that was. But the prince's sleep was long. He slept for what seemed like forever. As he slept, the land around him changed and grew. It was unrecognizable from when the prince first arrived, but the sleep still needed time to heal the prince. Interesting. Much more time, but it kept the prince safe while he rested, guarding him from the elements as the land changed. So this is talking about seasons and everything like that. And by the way, feel free if you want to chime in the comments. Obviously, I'm not going to understand everything. This is the first time I'm getting into this series. But I'm looking at this right now, and it almost seems like they're talking about just the world changing. So perhaps this is in regards to, the crawl and just the world being terraformed in a way, I guess. Maybe that's what's going on here. But yeah, I love this. I think I may have missed a couple of other pages, but I might go back and try to find them towards the end of the video, or I could just continue on here. But all right, I'm just going to keep going.
The Harvester. The Harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base.
Oh, man.
The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter.
Is this thing like pulsating?
The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter horizontally.
Get out.
The Harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further.
Whoa.
Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground. The harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils. The first type is bulky and flat.
Oh no.
They lie the closest to the surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into,
It's terrifying.
causing sudden paralysis. The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting. Whenever a large animal moves across the area
here we
armed
go.
with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently. Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding.
Yeah.
All the prey can do is lie patiently, until succumbing to blood loss. Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in.
Wow.
They lie below the spine equipped once. These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients. These tendrils sense the blood, and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground.
There we go.
Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps.
Oh, man.
The nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester. This bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands that pump into the spines.
That thing's big.
The nutrients are then converted into usable energy. The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals. A strange behavior the harvester displays is its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected.
Interesting.
The spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens. One, it could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time.
Okay.
Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators. It truly is astonishing. Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous. The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland forests. If you are stung by a harvester,
You're
there
dead.
will be no way of helping you, being that there is no cure.
It's
and
done.
Fatality is 100% positive.
Family attacked by, and I'm sure, harvester. Authorities refuse to handle the harvester. Yeah, losing the fight already.
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place. If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rocks. If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands.
That's pretty smart.
Distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb. If possible, throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal.
Okay.
Next up is the host. The host of influence.
Here we go again. The host of influence is the next one, but this says, I don't know. During the time of hardship, island critters, the critters were struggling. There was barely any food. They would go and gather whatever they... Interesting. Okay. So I wonder what the parallel is for this particular story and the actual VITA CARNIS. So I feel like that's kind of what we're seeing here. Maybe the perspective is changing. Maybe the perspective isn't necessarily from humans. Maybe the perspective is from the VITA CARNIS. So I don't know. God, this is awesome. I love this.
The host of influence.
This is creepy looking.
The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event. Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism.
Ugh.
It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics. The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the ground to hold the host in place. Instead of skin, the host is
Look at him.
covered in muscular tissue fibers,
In the snow,
tendons,
too.
and veins. In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement. The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a slit in the front used for feeding.
No, thank you.
On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air. These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs.
Oh.
Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America. Obtaining info about the host is a very risky and daunting task.
Don't do it.
This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one. The sores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them.
And then what?
An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear are
zombie,
restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination. Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles. If you, or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services.
I think it's
After
too late.
a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk. The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual.
That scared me.
If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs.
Yummy.
The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps. However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will wear off and return back to normal.
Okay.
If a host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location.
I want to see that.
Their scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs.
The host.
Next, the monoliths.
What? Oh, I don't like this.
The monoliths.
All right, we gotta catch those pages, now that we're noticing them. Okay, so here we go. Although one day the critters found the cave while searching for food, they found the prince entranced in his healing sleep. The critters were so awestruck and enchanted by the prince's magic. What's with the red dot? Awestruck and enchanted by the prince's magic. Searching for food. I wonder where all of this is going.
The monoliths.
Please be
the monolith
gigantic.
Is a very new creature, only showing up in June of 1972, in the area of... There are only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in diameter. This ring of monoliths surrounds... The monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height.
Oh my god.
Each monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly embedded underground.
What?
The legs connect to a torso. The creature itself is made of hundreds of thousands of meaty strands,
Oh my
tightly
God.
woven together to form the structure. These strands end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of an
EMP.
upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely to the ground. At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in during this period, they were extremely aggressive. When the group of were making their way to the city, the monolith that they had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out. When
that is
military
so
vehicles were
awesome.
dispatched, once they got close enough to top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity.
Wow.
Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
What?
Although damaged, it
That was
regenerated
so
at
cool.
great speed and resumed its stance unscathed. Eventually, the area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all. Ever since, the monolith stands silently, now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery, only adding more questions to these meat beings. And finally, the last creature on this list is...
What? Okay. I guess we got one more page to check out. This is the clearest page I could get here. Who is this creature? Why are they here? Are they dangerous? A thought was brought up. What if this creature could use its magic to help them? It may grow food or heal sickness. They continue to argue about the prince and his magic. By the end, the majority of the critters agreed that the prince was dangerous. I can't really read the rest of it. And should not be meddled with. Okay, so, and it says, and should not be meddled with. Okay. Huh. So clearly at this point, you know, within that story, there is something about this human, this prince, and the creatures are like, I don't want to mess with this thing because it could potentially maybe harm us, or, you know, they're just really conflicted about what this prince is capable of while he's asleep. Man, I wonder what this, you know, will tie into, but I did see that red dot there, and I wonder what that's all about.
The Singularity is an orb comprised of
Okay.
a dark-colored mineral with hints of luminous colors within its core.
Wow.
The Singularity is estimated to be 1 meter in diameter. The orb has several unique qualities that are not well understood. The Singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force. There are also a variety of readings that have been documented coming from the orb itself. Various things like magnetic fields, energy signatures, and other pattern-like signals released by the Singularity. The population of these creatures is unknown. Almost all info about the Singularity is hidden or confiscated by officials. We were only able to receive one classified document about the Singularity being held by...
Oh.
marvelous and majestic world.
My
that
hairs are
exists
standing up.
today. It's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
Okay. Thanks for watching. More to come. Oh my God. Okay. First of all, once again, thank you to each and every one of you who suggested that I check this out. I haven't had time to do anything recently because, my computer exploded. Well, not really exploded, but to me, it exploded. There was a hard drive issue. There was just a big problem and I lost a lot of progress. So being able to find a brand new series to jump into is such an awesome thing. I love this. The quality behind this series is incredible. I enjoy that we have that typical analog horror stuff, like the illustrations and just kind of like the very low quality photos, but this one had a sense of production value behind each one of them. Like the realistic part where the mimic attacks the person inside of the closet, that was awesome. Like at first I was like, man, this is probably going to be kind of goofy, but that scared the hell out of me. It really, really did. And then the door knocking, whatever they did with that and how they incorporated that and how well that was placed in, I was not expecting that. And it scared me because I thought somebody was knocking on the door right here. That was terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. For the first time, I feel like a series really jumped out of the screen and I was immersed in it. So that is really, really good. The level of immersion that this particular series brings is amazing, and I love it for that. Being able to see all the creatures that would spawn from this, man, that's so cool. And the fact that people have some of the creatures as pets, and then there's the mimic stuff, and then the different levels of the mimics and how they could change. What's really interesting to me is that at the very beginning, I saw that silhouette of the human, and I immediately thought, hey, that kind of seems weird. Like the arms are a little bit too long, and things like that. But I'm kind of curious now because they continued to use that silhouette throughout the entire series, or excuse me, throughout the entire video. And I'm wondering to myself, what does that mean? Is that an indication that there's really nobody left that isn't, either infected or, is part mimic? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like that's wild to me. It remains to be seen because I know that there's plenty more content after this, but I had an absolute blast checking this out. This was incredible. The level of quality in VITA CARNIS is fantastic, and I'm so glad that I had the pleasure of checking it out. Folks, if you have any sort of insight, any comments you want to add, regarding what we just watched, any sort of theories or anything like that, or if you want to sort of explain something that I didn't truly comprehend, like, for example, the storybooks, if any of you want to kind of put together an explanation about the story and its link to it without too many spoilers, because there's plenty more for me to cover, I really want to know. So I have my thoughts on it, and I discuss them, but I feel like maybe there's just something that I'm not quite linking to yet, and maybe it'll make sense later. Folks, thank you so much for joining me. And if you enjoyed watching, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to catch us next time. I hope to see you all again. And as always, take care. Peace. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.